Good afternoon, folks. Got another cider review for you here. This is one I've never heard of before. This is a Pina Colda cider from Rochdale, 4% ABV, and as far as I know it's only available in these 500ml bottles. Strangely enough, this was supposed to be released for summer, but here we are in the first week of winter, and that's the first time I've seen it in the shop. So there's obviously something slightly wrong with the timing here, but there you go, you get these things. There are also no awards for Rochdale in the New World 2018 Beer and Cider Awards, so I guess either they didn't enter or they didn't win any. But either way, it would be a bit of a disappointment after last year when they picked up 3. I won't go over the website, it's pretty much the same as it was before, so check one of the previous Rochdale cider reviews. This Pina Colda cider, what's actually in it? They don't give you a lot of information, but the usual apple juice paleo water, which is essentially glacial water, and I gather it's from I think the Paleological era, which is 14,000 years ago. That's where the paleo water comes from. Yeast, obviously, and there's coconut extract and vanilla, so hopefully no artificial flavours. They say that we should be getting sweet tropical flavours of coconut and vanilla, which is fair enough, that's what they put into it. Think pineapple and frangipani scents, carried on a kiwi apple cider, instantly warming. So I'm suspecting that this will be pretty sweet. Most pina coladas are fairly sweet, and that's what you'd probably expect. Also a 4% cider, you'd expect that there's still a fair bit of residual apple sweetness left. Not much fizz. Let's have a bit of a look. And it's interesting that that's quite a dark cider. Now hopefully that'll come through on the video, but compared to a lot of ciders, especially the lighter ones, that's really quite a bit more like, it's darker than a lot of lager beers. So interesting. May have been made with perhaps riper apples, or it could be the vanilla. You wouldn't have thought that the coconut extract would give it any sort of dark colour. Certainly on the nose you get the expected apple sweetness, but the coconut does also come through quite strongly. Although there's very little head, it's actually quite well carbonated. When you first take a swig, initially you get the sweetness, and I guess that's what you might expect from the 4% ABV. And you think perhaps it's going to be a bit strong, a bit too sweet. But after you've had it in your mouth for a few seconds, the coconut kicks in. And I find that people either like coconut or they don't, but as long as you do like the coconut flavour, it cuts through the sweetness quite well. You wouldn't expect it to, because obviously coconut's not sharp, it's a sort of creamy flavour, but it goes well. I must admit, when I saw the label, I was thinking, Pina Colada, coconut and pineapple. I mean, those are apart from the alcohol, those are the main 2 ingredients of a pina colada. Here they've gone rather strangely for just the coconut, and there's no pineapple. I can't pick up scents of coconut, let alone can't pick up scents of pineapple, let alone the frangipani that they talk about. You can definitely pick up the coconut, the apple, and I think that there's a background hint of vanilla there. So it's an interesting attempt at a pina colada via a cider. It is sweet, and I wouldn't want to drink it. I probably wouldn't want to drink 2 of these in a row. But as a change, I think, and I guess as long as you like slightly sweeter cider and the taste of coconut, which I admit would knock quite a few people out, be well worth giving this a go. I got this for $3.99 on special, which for a 500ml bottle is really quite a good deal. Lots of craft ciders and beers are over twice that price. So you could well say that it's a bit of a bargain. Other people would argue that it's just a cheap flavoured cider and isn't worth any more. Each to their own, but I think it's I think that the bronze that this got last year in the New Zealand Cider Awards is probably a fair reflection. I'd love to see a version actually with some pineapple juice in it. I think it would help cut through the sweetness even more and make it even more like a genuine pina colada. But as it is, I'll give it 15 out of 20, and yeah, perfectly acceptable cider. Hope you're enjoying what you're drinking, and catch you again. Cheers.